Hi, my name is Yanira Fanfan. I'm a CIS major specializing in data analytics, and I'll be sharing with you today how to complete some forecasting using Excel.
But first, let's talk about what forecasting is and why it's important. So let me set the scene for you. Imagine you're out at a company happy hour, and somehow the conversation shifts to investments and stocks, as it does. And your friends start making bets on which companies will do better in the next 10 or even 20 years. And you're sitting there thinking, you know what? I could actually figure this out using Excel. That's where forecasting comes in. Forecasting is a way to make educated guesses about the future based on what we already know. Kind of like predicting how much money you'll need to save to buy a car if you keep earning your current income. In the real world, companies use forecasting to figure things out, like future sales, budgets, and trends. All right, let's get to it. First, we're going to create a line chart to visualize Amazon and Walmart stock prices over time. In order to do this, we need data. So in a data table, we have placed all the historical stock data for both Amazon and Walmart from 1996 through 2024. Begin by highlighting the data table. Make sure to include the table titles as well. Next, you're gonna go over to the Insert ribbon and locate the 2D line graph option and select that as well. You have now successfully created a 2D line graph. Congrats! Now let's edit our line graph so it properly reflects the historical stock data. Right-click the line graph, click Select Data menu, and in the horizontal category Axis label, select the range of years in the data table. This will set the years as the x-axis. Under Legend entries, delete Year by clicking the minus sign so only Amazon and Walmart are left. Right-click the x-axis, choose Format Axis, and select Date Axis. This will make sure that Excel treats the years as dates. And finally, move the line graph to the upper left-hand corner so it starts in E1. Next, let's add trend lines to help us see the patterns and where they might go. Right-click the Amazon line, choose Add Trend Line, select Polynomial, and make sure that the order is set to 2. Under the Forecast section, type 21 to project 21 more years into the future. And now we're going to repeat these steps for the Walmart line in our graph as well. Now that you have created trend lines for both Amazon and Walmart, you may have noticed that our graph looks a little funny. Our y-axis starts at negative $500. So let's go ahead and fix this. Right-click the y-axis, choose Format Axis, and set the bounds to a minimum of 0 and a maximum of 3,000. Congrats! You successfully added trend lines to your stock data. Now for the fun part. Let's calculate exact forecast values for 2045 using Excel's forecasting formulas. The first formula we will be using is FORECAST.LINEAR. This formula predicts future values based on a linear trend, and it is most suitable for data that exhibits a relatively straight line pattern. So let's begin. In cell B33, type in FORECAST.LINEAR formula. For X, we're going to input 2045, representing the year. Y values, we're going to input B22 through B31. And then for X, we will input A22 through A31. In simple terms, we just asked Excel to calculate for us what the stock price will be in 2045 based on the last 10 years of Amazon's stock price. Now do the same in cell C33 for Walmart. Make sure that the X and Y values are correct. But markets aren't always steady. So let's also use FORECAST.ETS. This formula accounts for seasonality and trends that might shift. In B34, type the formula FORECAST.ETS and input 2045, B22 through B31, A22 through A31, and hit enter. This will forecast Amazon using exponential smoothing. In C34, do the same for Walmart. So to recap, we built a line chart, added trend lines to see where things are headed, and used both linear and exponential forecasting to predict stock prices in 2045. While forecasts aren't guarantees, they help us make smarter bets based on real data.